It's not all about boxing. Boxing is a perk.
Now.
Boxing is an award.
This is my passion. I love doing what I do. We work with kids through the sport of boxing.
Acting.
I do mentoring. I'll do after-school program. I actually have tutoring. I have people come here and they tutor the kids on curriculums.
Let's sound that word out.
It's all free too. When at-school tutoring and stuff like that, it's all free. So it's just for the kids.
3, 6.
Good job.
It helps them out a lot mentally, school grades-wise, anger-wise. It just helps them out a whole bunch.
Ha! Don't pull back.
There's so much gang-infested things going on right now, and that's what I want to keep those kids away from.
Jab. 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 Hit the bag.
This is who I depended on to go in there and kind of navigate around the small bumps that children sometimes have.
One. Snap it. Ha!
I just want to be an influence in somebody's life. That's all I want to do.
It takes them into the gym and show them different ways to channel that anger.
It's not just boxing. You think you're getting away with something in school, you might see one of us show up at your school. He go pull the report cards before they get the report cards.
They need somebody to kind of mentor them
And stay there, right there.
encourage them that you don't have to be in a gang, get in trouble. As long as they're coming here, they're keeping their grades up, that's a plus for me. This is my passion. I love doing what I do, and I'm going to keep doing it until God brings me up to him. If I can save one kid, that makes a difference.
Right back. Time. Good job. Good job.
A light went down and it hit me in the head. And all the other girls were screaming and they were crying.
Terror at Plaza Towers Elementary as students and staffers huddled, a devastating tornado barreling down.
I have blood in my hair from my friend. She was on top of me. She was bleeding because she got hit pretty hard.
Outside in the aftermath, a scene even worse. Chaos, devastation, and an entire neighborhood destroyed. A powerful twister that raked and scraped this part of Moore all the way down to the dirt.
How do you put into words like
You don't. You can't. It's your whole life. It's just gone.
By early afternoon, confirmation in the worst way. Authorities say 7 children died while taking shelter at Plaza Towers Elementary, and even more were feared dead, the number possibly expected to rise. And this once quiet neighborhood will never feel the same again.
Photojournalist Shauna Jackson. She has been in Moore all day.
Shauna Jackson down there on the scene.
I'm seeing a lot of destruction down here right now.
Caught on video exclusively by KFOR photographer Shauna Jackson.
We were told the door was locked. People were so afraid they actually busted through the glass to run inside and take cover.
54, 44, 36, 49.
Not everyone was breaking the law.
35. Those are good people.
The one driver left us in shock.
73, holy cow, slow down!
As the Potts rode out the tornado inside their cellar, outside the wind was whipping everything around, shooting this pole through the roof, a closet, a bathroom, and then finally ending up in a bedroom.
It is a race against time. Volunteers are packing, hauling, loading a house full of furniture.
We were the first people here to help them.
Gary and Rhonda Buford moved here 9 years ago for the river view. They never imagined the raging water would chase them away.
That's the hard part. My 43 acres of retirement land that I could let my family retire on and give it to my kids when I'm gone. It's no more.
They have seen the Canadian rise before, but nothing like this. Last Friday's torrential rains turned their property into an island. Now, to put this into perspective, this fence is the back of his property. It was 220 yards from the river when they moved here 9 years ago. And take a look at that tree back there. That was land just 2 days ago. That's how much the river has eroded their property since Friday. The Bufords have flood insurance, but it doesn't cover erosion.
This is a little guest house that my son lives in.
The Bufords have already lost a barn. This guest house will likely be swallowed next.
This is, where I've always wanted to live, and just have my house fall off into the river. It just breaks your heart.
A local church will be their refuge for now, with hopes that the North Canadian will retreat and allow this family to eventually return.
Maybe.
That's the hope, right?
Yeah, maybe.
She did a good job at that. So here.
Where you going?
Oklahomans, no tornadoes. And Rocky Stone, no shelters.
Well, hi, Courtney. Welcome to my Freddy hole.
Well, thank you.
Well, come on down.
What do you got down here?
Oh, can't say.
Look at this place.
In a 10 by 12, 6-foot tall cellar, Stone has built the ultimate bunker.
It's hard to believe we're in a storm shelter.
Oh, I know it.
Stepping in, you can't ignore the row of 5 security camera monitors.
I'm a nosy neighbor, I guess. I guess, because I'm watching you. And that's how I knew you was here.
The retired electrician has a way with wires.
Oh gosh, I can kill a whole day down here easy.
Among the televisions and entertainment, he has everything you need to survive a tornado.
I got all my snacks down here.
What?
Yeah.
But you can't help but notice something crawling around down here.
What's his name?
This is Mojo. Oh, easy, Mojo. Easy, Mojo. It won't hurt you. You touch her, yeah.
And next to Mojo,
I got my little icebox underneath there.
a different kind of Mojo.
A little adult beverage. I feel like I'm inside of a treasure box.
This is just my imagination.
You know, most people don't put a lot of time into these storm shelters. Usually, they're just the empty underground room that you run to for safety. Back at Stone's, his wife has a word for what he's created.
I call it his man cave.
But for Millie, it's a safe haven when the storm sirens scream out. Last May, they watched this tornado rip through their neighborhood on the security monitors.
You look and all that was gone.
Her home above, damaged. Her brother's home down the street was gone.
Losing him. That's the first thing you think of is he okay? And then you worry about everybody else too.
Her brother survived after Rocky dug him out of his shelter.
I've been through a lot of stuff in my lifetime, but that was something that I don't want to do it again.
But when the unforgiving Oklahoma wind is twisting his world above, Stone has this, an eclectic escape built for an Oklahoman who's ready, and ready in style.
It's my little hidey hole. Yeah.
Gage Dixon, better known as Skippy, is digging quite a hole in his Nana's yard. This third grader is starting to feel better after being down for a couple of days with a fever. But it's where the fever started that has his mom upset.
It's just frustrating. I'm like, why would you not let this kid call home?
Monday, Gage was at the Perkins Tryon Intermediate School. He told his substitute teacher he didn't feel good. His mom says the teacher let him lie down, waking him for lunch, but never sending him to the office. After lunch, he laid back down. Hours later, school was out, but Gage never arrived at his bus stop. His Nana rushed to the school where she found his gym shoes and backpack, but no Gage.
They've called the cops. My mom had to give a description of what he looked like. That's scary as a parent because, you know, you think the worst.
Gage's mom says police were called. It took about an hour, but school officials found the 9-year-old still in his classroom. The door shut, all of the lights off.
I guess they have a little reading area in there, and he had fell asleep in there.
While Gage is feeling better, his mom is keeping him home, frustrated that she was never called until no one could find him.
He was running a fever when I got him, so I felt horrible for him. You know, it was heartbreaking.